Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Since my last two videos on the automatic tool changer I built for my CNC, I had many more viewers asking for when the plans will be available. And in this video I can announce that the plans for our basic CNC ATC is now available on our website. And in this video I want to give you a quick overview of the parts and the assembly and the additional hardware you require to build out your ATC. Within that plan you will find all the STLs for the 3D printed parts as well as a list of additional hardware you require for the assembly. So starting with the tool pockets, since the ATC is designed to be modular, you can add as many tool pockets as you would like within your ATC. The tool pockets are designed to slot into each other for perfect alignment. And then for the probe or the tool setter, if you are using this type of probe, you can go ahead and print out the tool body as well, since the probe will slot straight into the tool body and the tool body will connect onto the tool pockets. If you're not using that type of probe, you can go ahead and use your same tool setter or your probe as on your CNC. Just make sure that the macro files are updated with the correct X and Y coordinates. So the next part you would need to print out are these enclosures. The enclosures are designed to hold the infrared beam sensors, and once you place them into position like so, you can secure them down with a bit of hot glue. And once they are installed, these 4 holes are meant for M3 inserts that you can insert and lock down the end cover. And then once that is done, you can connect it onto your last tool pockets using the slots for alignment. I would use a few drops of super glue just to secure it onto the last tool pocket. And then on your tool pocket you will find this channel. This channel is meant for the wiring and to keep them secure and out of way. And then for each tool pocket you will print out a top cover that we will install last. All of the parts that I showed you now are printed out of PLA or PETG. And the next part you would need to print out is the nut holder. This nut holder is designed for a ER20 collet, and you need to print it out in ABS with at least a 40% infill for strength and durability. And on the nut holder you will notice we have 3 slots. These slots are meant for 4mm ball bearings. The 4mm ball bearings will be pushed down into the slots, and 2 per slot. And these 4mm ball bearings needs to be pushed into the slot from the top and not from the side or the opening. These slots in the nut holder are designed as a tight fit for the 4mm ball bearings, so do take care when you push them down the slots. It's important to check that the ball bearings are all seated correctly and at equal height. This is to make sure that once the nut is inside the nut holder, it's not at a crooked angle. If it's at a crooked angle, the spindle will not engage. You can further ensure that the ball bearings stay in position by using a bit of 5-minute epoxy. Just add a few drops of epoxy on each of the ball bearings and wait for it to cure. If you have an excess amount of epoxy on the ball bearings, you can use a Dremel tool or a mini grinder just to grind them away or brush them away. And once that is ready, you can install the nut holder into the tool pocket. You will need a compression spring. I'm using a 30mm diameter by 50mm in length compression spring. The wire size is 2mm, and this gives me sufficient compression for the plunge action. On the bottom of the nut holder you will find a recess, and this is where we will install the spring. On the bottom of the tool pocket you'll also find a recess, and that is where the spring will sit. And then once you assembled all of your tool pockets, you can go ahead and install it onto your CNC. In my previous video I showed the base plate that I used to mount and connect all of the tool pockets onto the base plate and mount the base plate onto the CNC. And then on your connector side of your ATC, you need to print out your last enclosure. You'll notice this enclosure has got a 5mm hole on top. That 5mm hole is meant for an LED. So once you insert your infrared beam sensor and install it into the housing, you can connect an inline LED onto the signal wire. This will give you a visual representation when the beam is broken. And once you've installed it onto your ATC, you can do the connection to your CNC controller. You need to supply a 5V DC and a ground line, as well as a signal input from your CNC controller. Just a quick tip in terms of the ball bearings, if you can't find them in your region or your hardware, just take an old drawer slide like this and strip it out The ball bearings inside is the perfect size. Just clean them out with isopropyl alcohol before installing them into the nut holder. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, the basic ATC plans is now available on our website, and it's at a discounted price until the end of June 2026. If you already purchased, I want to say a big thank you for your support, and we really appreciate it. If you like this type of content and want to follow along on our next project, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving us a like or a comment. On average, this channel view rate is about 2,000 to 3,000 views per video, and we really appreciate your support in building up the channel base. Thank you so much, and bye.